If you have got any questions from the even odd signals, the tricks and tips you can apply to detect the even and odd signals, and you can separate or specifically you can give answer on that even odd signals directly. But without mathematical implementation, you can directly implement this in from this idea. So if I guess x of t is is a or real or imaginary signal, then so either for x of for even signal, so it is possible x of t is equals to x of minus t, that is the symmetric signal. If x of t is equals to minus of x of minus t, that is antisymmetric signal or odd signal, symmetric signal or even signal, antisymmetric signal or odd signal. So if it is an event signal, means a real signal, that means no any imaginary part is with this. If is possible, if x of t, say if x of t is jt, j is the complex variable, so we can imagine that real part is 0, that is the imaginary part is this. So for this x of minus t, x of minus t is equals to minus jt, so you can write x of minus t equals to minus of x of t, so that the function or signal is antisymmetric. So if I guess, say I can take abbreviation of even e and abbreviation of odd o, so I can directly write down. If I get cos signal, cos is present in the signal directly, cos t, so cos t is the even, sin t is present, sin t is the odd. Now if two signal is present in a combination, so if two signal is present in a combination, and you will find that individually both signals are odd signal, so the total signal combination of this signal is odd. If both signals are even, the combination of signal is even. If one of the signal is odd, one of the signal is even. Neither even nor odd. If even is multiplied with even, the combination is even. If odd is multiplied with odd, the combination is even. Is odd is multiplied with even, the combination is odd. If even is divided by odd, the combination is odd. If odd is divided by even, the combination is odd. If we differentiate, even, the signal is present like that differentiation of even, the outcome is odd. If differentiation of odd, the outcome is even. If integration of even, outcome is odd. If integration of odd is there, then outcome is even. So this way you can minimize or you can detect the combination of signals. Maybe both are odd signal, maybe both are even signal, maybe one of the odd, one of the even. So by this way you can directly conclude that the combination is even or odd. Say if x of t is complex number or complex. So the complex format of complex, as we know that the x of t equals to a plus minus ib or jb, it may be possible, a plus minus ib. So for even or symmetric, for even or symmetric, x of t is equals to the complex conjugate of x of minus t. And for odd or antisymmetric, x of t should be equals to minus of x complex conjugate of x minus t. And for conjugate symmetric part of xt, say signal is neither even nor odd, then in this case x conjugate symmetric part, you can say that conjugate symmetric part or conjugate even part of xt should be the x even of t equals to x of t plus x conjugate of t by 2, and conjugate asymmetric part of xt should be equals to x odd of t equals to x of t minus x conjugate minus t by 2. Now for example, I am taking one problem, that is x of t is equals to 5 minus jt. So minus of xt means x of minus t, so x of minus t equals to 5 of x plus jt. So conjugate of minus t is 5 of minus jt. Now we can say that is a conjugate symmetric, because these and these are same. So can write here x of t is equals to x of conjugate of x of minus t. So is conjugate symmetric or conjugate even. Therefore x of t is a conjugate even signal. Sorry, conjugate even signal. Conjugate even signal. So for conjugate even signal, if you want to estimate the even part and odd part, say even signal should have only even part, odd part should be 0. So if I don't know the signal is even or odd, and after that if I guess that the signal is a neither even nor odd, and after that I am going to estimate the even part of the signal as well as odd part of the signal. If I am not estimated this, if I am not estimated this, I am directly calculating the even part of the signal or odd part of the signal. You can check other problem also. X of t is equals to this one 5 minus jt plus 5 minus jt by 2, so equals to 5 minus jt j, sorry, here jt, yes, jt 5 minus jt, j maybe I, maybe j is a complex variable. And odd part, if I am going to estimate the odd part of xt, then 5 minus jt minus of 5 minus jt, so both are balanced, so 0 divided by 2 is equals to 0. As this is the even signal, complex even signal, so only the even part is valid, odd part is 0. So for other signal you can try this method. If you have not estimated the signal is, you are confused to estimated the signal is even or odd, then you can calculate the even part and odd part. If you find the even part, then it's even signal, that time odd part is 0. If even part is 0, then it's odd signal. If both are valid, then neither even nor odd. You can check this. Okay. From the new the classification is a periodic and aperiodic signal. So a signal is said to be periodic if, number one, it must exist for minus infinity to plus infinity, minus infinity to plus infinity. I am expanding this both also after writing the second. It must repeat itself after some constant amount of time, say t, capital T. It is mentioned by capital T. It is a universal explanation, that is a capital T is represented as a period where T is called fundamental time period. Equals to 2 pi by omega or omega naught, where omega naught is the fundamental frequency that is expressed in the radian per second, and T is equals to 1 by f, that is the 1 by f means f is represented second and f is a frequency that is represented in hertz. So 1 by, as we know that the 1 by second is equals to hertz. That's it. So f is the unit of f is a hertz, and the formula that is here, the main formula of this periodicity, that is a t equals to 2 pi by omega naught. Here t is the fundamental time period and omega is the fundamental frequency. Now this first top point, that is it must exist from minus infinity to infinity. That is such some of the signals those are exist from minus infinity to infinity, that may be possible a sine wave that may exist from the minus infinity to infinity. So these type of signals assumed that the signals are periodic, because sine wave as well as the second valid for the second property also sine wave having, that is it must repeat itself after some constant amount of time. Sine wave, cos wave, those waves are repeating itself after a certain time, but the specific some of the example that one signal is parallel to the x-axis and extended from the minus infinity to infinity. These type of signals, as we gauge that in infinity the signal is repeating itself and signal is replicating once again. So it is possible that in infinity that signal touches the x-axis, and if a signal, if you gauge a signal that is parallel to the x-axis, say is minus infinity to infinity. So if we gauge that in infinity the signal touches to the x-axis and once again it starts. So for these cases the signal must exist between the minus infinity to infinity, that the signal we gauge that the signal is periodic. And in case of the signal which repeat itself, that is like sine wave, cos wave. I am coming to discuss these things. The signal is repeating itself. Now if I guess the generalized representation of sinusoidal waveform, say sinusoidal wave is it. So a generalized representation of the signal of sine wave, that is it passes to the origin, that is the origin. One second, I'm repeating. Say here it is minus a is the amplitude, is a. So this case the sine wave is the x of t, say this one is a t and it is the x of t. So x of t is the sine a sine omega t. If it is having some phase shift, then the phase shifted sine wave representation of phase shifted sine wave, so signal having a phase shift of phi, so it can be written as a sine omega naught t plus or minus phi. So here phi is the phase shift and omega naught t is the phase angle.
We can also draw the phasor diagram of sinusoidal.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 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 yes. And is also is called the amplitude. Here, see that here is that I have mentioned here plus minus. This plus minus represents the same as the step signal, ramp signal that we have shifted. The signal may be shifted in the left side or right side, because is a phase angle. Phase angle may be shifted, the signal point of origin, crossing of the origin, that may be shifted from the origin to the left side or right side. That is expressed by the plus or minus. Here plus sign is minus sign is represented by delay. Now here 2-3 important point that you can highlight, that that is, if I differentiate this phase angle, if I differentiate this omega t, so what will be the outcome if I differentiate omega t in respect of the time? Then t is 1 after differentiation. So after differentiation we will get that omega naught, that is the frequency. So phase angle and frequency having relation, that phase angle, if we differentiate the phase angle, we will get the frequency. So I can write another expression.
Omega
Yes.
is known as angular frequency.
Yes, phase angle, angular frequency, radian per second. Radian per second. Frequency, unit of frequency is the hertz, that is 1 by t, and omega is the 2 pi by capital T. Capital 1 by t. If I directly take the 1 by t, that is the f, that is unit is the hertz. If I take 2 pi by t, that is the omega. That is omega. That is the unit is the radian per second. That is the basic difference. Both are frequency. Both are 1 by t component. So phase and phase angle or phase is related with the frequency, that is the differentiation with respect to the t, and is the integration with respect to t. Now I am first I will take one simple example, not having the phase shift, only a simple example of a sine wave. Say I am taking a sine wave of say 2 sine 10 pi t. So here if you match this both, here and here, if you match these both, so omega naught t is we can call this omega naught t. This one is omega naught t, not having any plus minus is present. So for this, directly if I found the omega naught, so omega naught for this problem is omega naught, that is 10 pi. So directly I know the formula, that is t equals to 2 pi by omega naught. So I can put the formula here, put the value of omega naught here directly, 10 pi. So that is a 2 by 10, that is 1 by 5. 1 by 5, that is 1 by 5 means 0.2. So here the periodicity, you can say that the period of this fundamental period of this signal is 2.2 second. Period of this signal is a 0.2 second. And you can directly put this as graphically also you can take this. Another implementation I can make here, that if I directly plus minus of pi by 4, if I have say in the next example, say I can take another example. So here I have estimated the time period. So for this type of problem, means for periodicity, aperiodic, periodic classification, one signal, the questionnaire will give, questionnaire examiner will give you a question that you have to estimate whether the signal is periodic, aperiodic, and if it is periodic, then estimate the time period, and if it is aperiodic, leave this question. So if I write down the aperiodic, if it is periodic, then you have to estimate the periodicity or period of the signal. So that is a problem they will ask. Now one kind of if they have given you a phase angle with this signal, say x of t, and one thing is that here 2 is the amplitude. So amplitude not having any impact on the periodicity. First thing, amplitude not having any impact on the periodicity. Still I'm not talking about the addition of constant. I'll tell you addition of constant also, but amplitude is not having any impact on the periodicity. Only the omega naught having impact on the periodicity. I will solve 2-3 more problems, different type of, so that it may be clear to you more. Say the question, examiner will ask you, say 2 sine 2 cos, they will ask 2 cos, say 20 pi t plus pi by 4. Plus means is advanced means phase is shifted pi by 4, but the phase shifting and the periodicity, if I move this sinusoidal waveform in left side, if I move this sinusoidal in right side, that is not having any impact on the distance of these to this, because period is this, because starting from this to this or here to here, after that if you place one mirror in that signal, you will observe that the repetition is coming. If a signal, this one is signal, if it is a signal, and I am making this signal, moving this signal from here to there, say I am moving this signal towards right side, some phase angle, so this origin is shifted here, this portion is shifted here, still the distance between this is constant. I have just moved the signal from the left side to right side. So phase shifting not having any impact in the periodicity. So make it mark that phase shifting not makes impact on periodicity. So phase shifting not having any impact on the periodicity. So what is this signal is periodic or aperiodic? If it is cos or sine, directly one cos signal or sine signal is present, then you can directly write that the signal is, you can guess that the signal is periodic signal. Cosine signal or sinusoidal signals, any kind of sinusoidal signals are the periodic signal, cos or sine. But thing is that some of the exceptions are there. If time period is present with a square root, time period t is not having any square root, that time if time period is having square root, this is not a periodic signal. And if omega is not having with pi, that is also not periodic. I am coming in different example. So one mark, another you can mark it that if signal contains a single sine or cos is periodic, provided t is not having square root. T is not having any square root. So always whenever in questionnaire giving you a question, you should compare the question with the standard one. So here is the standard one. Standard signal is a cos. Say this one is a not a. The standard signal is a cos omega naught t plus phi. So phi is not having any impact on the periodicity. So here omega naught, what is the value of omega naught? Omega naught is a 20 pi. So directly I can write t equals to 2 pi by 20 pi. So the periodicity is 1 by 10. That is a 0.1 second. That is a periodicity. So is a single cos or sine is present. Single cos is present. The signal is periodic signal.